The following is a production of DallasCowboys.com and the Dallas Cowboys Football Club.
How about them Cowboys?
Yeah! Go Cowboys! This is the Players Lounge, broadcasting live from Dallas Cowboys World Headquarters at the Star. Now, your hosts, Barry Church, Danny McCray, Heckma Harrison, and Newey Scruggs.
Players Lounge, let's ride.
That's right, baby.
It is going down Thursday night, ladies and gentlemen. Cowboys, Titans, Nashville, Tennessee. Here to talk about it. Danny McCray, the ultimate survivor, the LSU Bengal Tiger national champion. Heckma Harrison, former Kansas State Wildcat, going to the Sugar Bowl.
Yes, sir.
As Big 12 champions. Barry Church of the MAC champion, Toledo Rockets, in the Toledo Rocket Hall of Fame.
Holla at your boy.
Newey Scruggs, I ain't got nothing.
10 times.
I got nothing, baby. I got nothing. But you know what? But you know what? I got you, man. I'm hanging around all the winners, man. That's what you do.
He got another pair of new shoes on.
I tell you what, them things clean too.
Jumpman. Yeah.
The sauce is
Q shoes. The Q shoes.
Yeah, I know. He probably, as soon as he got the shoes, he cut on The Last Dance too. He watched the whole series over again. He got his swag up when you came. You was ready.
He's ready for it.
He took that personally.
You know what? I did. I took it personally. Like, I'm tired of being hazed on this show, man. I'm tired of being hazed.
That's back-to-back days, D.
Shoes, man. Oh, dear Santa.
You ain't gonna show the people? You ain't gonna show the people your kicks, man?
Prevent the haze. No.
You ain't gonna show the people?
No.
Y'all missing out. Fresh. Y'all missing out, too. That man fresh, man.
No, got him for under $100.
Wow.
Yes, sir.
That's a win.
Deals on deals.
Jordan. Well, this because I'm going to go out to the Fiesta Bowl. This is a shoe that I can wear and also wear with I can put on a suit on. I can multiple.
Yep.
So trying to travel as light as I can. Try to be multiple. Hopefully, I can get on the plane tomorrow to go out to Arizona because they got a whole bunch of flights.
You flying Southwest?
No.
Oh, right.
No. We only fly the official airline of Dallas Cowboys, American.
Yeah, they ain't canceling them. They good. Yeah. See how you see? Yeah, American Airlines, the airline for you.
Yes. Hey man, congratulations to Church last night, man. You know what? We get everybody gets roasted on this. Man, your boy Justin.
I told
your boy
y'all.
Justin Herbert, man, made the playoffs
I
last night.
thought you were about to say he played well.
I told y'all
he didn't do that.
He got him there.
Did y'all see the coach before the game?
Man.
He taking L's all over the place.
I was like, man, that man about to get fired, man.
What is he doing?
I don't know, man.
What is he going over there, man?
You don't want to get caught in that position, bro.
What it does is makes me appreciate Mike McCarthy so much more. As I see all this stuff, he's like, man, what do some of these folks do? Mike McCarthy, while he's not a self-promoter, like Sean Payton has got, dropping dimes, everybody, I got a big Fangio. And everybody goes and runs with it. Mike McCarthy just does his job, man. Day after day, does his job. Arguably the most consistent head coach we've seen in this building in the last 20 years in terms of what he's been able to do. I expect Dan Quinn to get another interview opportunity. I expect Kellen Moore to get an interview opportunity. I just got to give credit to what he's done here. And in 11 wins, before the season, I had him at 9. Okay, that was me.
Yeah, I had him at 10.
I got him at a 12-piece, dog.
Tennessee trying to make sure you get the 12-piece,
I got him at a
too.
12-piece, dog. So for all the stuff that Heck be talking about, how, I think the Eagles are my boys and all that stuff, I picked the team to win 12 games this season.
This is factual.
That's just called talking out of both sides of your neck, man.
Nah.
That's all that's called, man.
But the Eagles going to win 14.
Come on, dog. That's all. What are you talking
But the
about?
Eagles going to win 14, so I'm
No,
just saying.
no, and no.
No.
The
Prayer. Please, Lord.
That's going to be that income tax money right there, man.
Where we going to, sisters? Where we going again? What's it called? Knives?
You ain't going to the night. You ain't going.
Where we going?
You ain't going. Don't worry about it.
Yeah,
You ain't going.
I can't wait, man.
knife.
Rookie dinner. You seen that San Francisco?
Oh, man.
Nah, they said it was fake.
No.
They said it was fake.
I'm going to bring out a special menu for y'all.
Oh,
we get the little cutout.
No, they going to get
prefix.
Tell the Players Lounge listeners what we're talking about. Let folks in who don't know.
So at the beginning of the season, I said that we're going to win the NFC East. And why did I do that? After knowing that what 30 has it been 30 years, 25 years? No one's won the NFC East back to back. I fell right into it, and said the Cowboys going to win the NFC East. But I'm keeping hope alive.
You got no choice.
Keep hope alive.
As Jesse Jackson said, keep hope alive.
Got to.
Down with dope, up with hope.
I can't wait to eat, man.
I played Jesse Jackson the church thing one time. That was my thing. I had to come out there. I am
Somebody.
I am somebody. I am the Reverend Jesse Jackson. Up with hope and down with dope. In church, boy. I was like 11 years old.
The oral social contest.
Yes. Yes.
Up with hope, down with dope.
Up with hope and down with dope.
Do we have footage?
No.
I need to see that.
All the archives.
I knew he had the fro and everything.
Man. No, I'm going to make sure you fools don't never get no pictures in your photos.
Come on,
We not
Louis.
Facebook friends. Nothing. By anything. Tennessee, by the way, trying to make sure that the Cowboys go ahead and get this dub. Look like they're not playing anyway. It's like a preseason game for them because everything is going to rely upon that final week when they take on Jacksonville. So for the division, just looking here, that game is going to be in Duval.
Duval.
So there
And
you go.
Jacksonville already stung them. I mean, and beat them down.
Yeah, they beat them
So they
bad.
can't have any confidence going into that game. Knowing the way that they beat them at home, that was boy, hey, they put their nose in it.
That would be,
takeaways.
you played there, so obviously it'd be pretty big for them to not just to win this division, make the playoffs after that mess that Urban Meyer had there last year. So it beat the Cowboys, because, man, you should have seen the fan. Boy, it was Christmas out there when fans were celebrating the Jacksonville beat the Cowboys.
You already know it.
You thought they won the Super Bowl. It was a Super worse than, almost as bad as the Eagles fans who win the game. His head coach running there. How about them Eagles? Dude, you beat Cooper Rush, man. But anyway, man, Peterson was happy about that. It's gonna be big.
I mean, you got to understand, Duval, I mean, it was the last time they went, in the 90s, they went and had a playoff run.
Yeah.
That we had 1 in 17. So it doesn't really happen that often in Duval. So when you got a chance, them people down there, they're going to celebrate. They're going to go ham. So we'll see what they got against Tennessee. We'll see.
I hope Tennessee don't play anybody. One, because I'm in my fantasy football championship, and I got the Dallas Cowboys defense, Dak Prescott, and Schultz. So
the whole rock.
So sit them.
Y'all put y'all whole thesis around y'all fantasy football.
I'm just
Everything,
saying.
whether y'all in a good mood or a bad mood, has everything to do with fantasy
I'm
football,
riding
dog.
high.
That's why I can't do it.
I'm right how they play
That's why I
Thursday.
can't
I
do
don't
it,
like
bro.
playing people on Thursday because it messed me up for the whole weekend. I got 3 players. So I hope that is the case, because we could take that win, and if all the chips fall like heck wants, then the Eagles will lose. The Vikings will lose.
Yes.
The 49ers will lose. And then we'll be sitting there in the last week like, okay, get some help. It happened to me 2007 with the national championship. We were like the number 4 or 5 team, and all 3 of the top teams lost. And there we go, national championship with Ohio State. So it can happen.
So you're saying,
But we
there's a
won't be at
chance.
we won't be at the knife with us paying. We're gonna be at the knife with you paying.
Nah, dog.
I don't drink, so I'm going to help you on the bill, because I don't drink.
Oh, here you go.
You gonna order a $12 pina colada?
Yeah,
you might well drink.
Hey.
You might well
Ain't put no alcohol in it.
Well, I do. All right, I do. There it is.
Yeah, he don't get his wine from Walmart either, okay? Or alcohol. All right,
Listen, man.
He up here top shelf.
It's gonna be a select menu.
Yeah, select what you want, because that was
Yeah.
the best.
It's gonna be a select menu.
I want some of that.
You threw the knife
look
out there,
good
man.
over there.
You could have said Popeye. You could have said anywhere. You said the knife.
Nah, dog. We're gonna cut that down. Anyway, it ain't happening no way. What we got going on, man?
Okay, all
It
right.
ain't
All
happening.
right.
Just left the locker room. So Zeke spoke first, and he basically, when they were talking about Tennessee resting guys, he's like, doesn't really care. I'm not even paying attention to it. We just have to go out and play. Dak Prescott had a good line. He's like, hey, if they want to rest, go ahead and do whatever they want. We need to get some wins. We need to be consistent, getting ourselves ready to go to the playoffs. And CeeDee Lamb was talking. I had to come down here, so I didn't get to see that. But look, they understand the task at hand. So it's a Thursday game against Jacksonville. Then it's a game against Washington up there. Who knows who Washington will have at quarterback? And then it's the playoffs. And I didn't get an opportunity. I wanted to ask Dak, are you peeking in on what the Buccaneers and what the Panthers are doing? Because right now that's looking like the
matchup.
The matchup. And, gosh, I'd love to see Carolina win this thing.
Oh yeah, I mean
I
that
would like to see Carolina.
How many yards they rushed for last week?
320.
See, there y'all go with that foolishness. Nah, I don't want nobody who could run the
no
ball
parts of it.
to
No
be
part-
playing
yeah.
against us.
Yeah.
No, if that's all you could do, I don't want you to be coming in here trying to do that. Nah.
So you'd rather face Tampa Bay over Carolina?
I want to face the easiest team, whoever looks the worst going into the end of the season. Right now, I'm watching Tampa Bay play, and for the first 3 quarters of each game, they ain't doing nothing. And then they depend on Tom Brady to come make some noise on the last drive. They're not a rushing team. They best receiver right now is Fournette out of the backfield.
He's hurting.
So yeah. Yeah, give me Tampa.
Over Carolina.
Well, they face each other this weekend.
We'll see.
That's
Can't
going
stop
down in
the run,
Tampa.
bro.
Then it's going down.
So Tampa wins. They're in the playoffs. It's all there. So Carolina's got to win the next 2 games. They are at Tampa. They're at New Orleans, so they got to go on the road to do it here. So,
Quick question. So you say Tennessee is the resting cat. They're resting some cat. Is Derrick Henry playing?
we don't know.
That's the only one. Hey,
Yeah.
that's it right
You
there.
know, like,
If he's out, all right.
I'm on the line.
If that man's playing, get your chin strap ready.
But that would be the one person that you would rest though. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's
They
what-
resting folks because he gonna be looking at guys like, hold on, you ain't playing today?
Man, it just
Got
surprises
1,400
me.
yards rushing.
It
He
just
all right.
surprises me to come in here, man, with these 2 hard-hitting safeties, man. This guy here, man, this hard-hitting special teams guy, talking about the easy route, dog. Y'all killing me right now, dog. We held the Eagles to 87 yards rushing, bro. The number 1 rushing team, dog. We held them to that.
The quarterback wasn't playing.
No. I'm sorry, Ironhead Hayward wasn't playing. All right, but we still held them to 87 yards, man.
That's like playing Michael Vick talking about we held the quarterback
Listen,
to no
man,
rushing
no.
yards. He wasn't playing in the game.
No. You're not gonna give me an if and maybe. I'm talking about what we held them to.
Okay.
We knew what they had. They was gonna run the ball, and we held them to 87 yards. So listen, this is all I'm saying. Our defense, the things that we've asked them to fix, as far as the rushing defense is concerned, they've gotten that.
Come on, dog.
87 yards. What do you want? 87 yards. What do you want?
All right, listen, well, I'm not with you on that one. We know that a big part of their running game was Jalen Hurts. He was not playing. It was Gardner Minshew. So, yeah, we held him to 87. That wasn't full tilt.
I'm not gonna let you use that argument
No,
on me,
they
dog.
if they got the same argument when we went and played the Eagles and Dak Prescott
But no, we
playing.
wasn't able to use that. We wasn't able to use that. We didn't throw that in there. Dak was there, the number 1 offensive scoring and all that. We wasn't able to use that. They won. Sirianni was talking all that jazz.
Their defense did what they were supposed to do in the passing game against us without Dak Prescott. We did what we were supposed to do in the running game without their top guy.
So when it comes down to the playoffs, no matter what, you're going to run into a team that can run the ball. San Francisco right now, if you see them, that's what they're going to do. Their specialty is the balance that they have and their ability, Shanahan's ability to get Stretch McCarthy, whatever his name is, C-Mac out on the edges. You know, so we're going to face that. Right now, it's about, for me, refining what we're doing offensively. We're seeing our offense take out 40 points. I'm sorry. I'm going to talk about that all week, man.
That's cool. I'm just saying we didn't start the run. Like we did.
87.
We top. That's okay. I know you hate the Eagles. You don't want to get Jalen Hurts no props, so we just move on.
I mean,
to
Herschel
the
Walker didn't play. I'm just saying, come on, dog.
I know. Listen, once again, for the people who listen to the Players Lounge, this man said that he didn't even root for his son if he played for the Eagles. So his stuff, he's so biased. He's so biased.
Why would you do me
I'm
like that?
just saying,
I
bro.
wouldn't listen.
So
why
we-
would you
so
even
we
wish
can't-
that on me,
I'm
dog?
just saying-
I would never do that to you, dog.
We can't even.
See what I'm saying?
we
You
can't
always
even-
going below the belt with that, man. Come on, bro.
Yeah, Church and Newey gonna sit here and be quiet, and I'm gonna call them out in a minute too, because they know this man over here calling Jalen Hurts, who's possibly up for the MVP, Herschel Walker. And then you call him Herschel Walker?
Man, Herschel, man.
Come on, dog. Come on, man.
Can he get Randall Cutting?
Come on, yeah.
Michael Vick?
No.
I mean, at least give him a quarter.
call
Give
him
another
Herschel.
quarter-
That man Herschel,
quarterback,
the
man.
GOAT, man.
Ironhead. Juggernaut.
Think about this. Now, this is my last one. Like 9 weeks ago, Jalen Hurts was all his rushing. Well, they was 1 yard touchdowns. 1 yard touchdown. Now he Herschel Walker. Come on, man. You got to make your mind up. This was you on tape.
All good.
You on tape.
All
He got
good.
me on tape.
You say, he can't run. It's like they all 1 yard. Then he ain't no rushing.
You want to base this off of if and a maybe. He wasn't there. So I'm just saying, what we held, that's all they had was to run the ball. They had Gardner Minshew. They had the offensive line. So come on, man. Let's not act like Miles Sanders is chopped liver now. Come on now. Look at what you're throwing at me.
I'll be ordering that Herschel Walker cut.
Yeah, because
Knife.
you over here tripping.
Nah, I ain't tripping.
He's going to win the MVP, man. Jalen Hurts
Y'all
going
want?
to win the MVP, man.
He ain't gonna. Man, no, he
Win
ain't.
MVP.
Hey,
Patrick Mahomes.
Dog
Gardner
team.
Minshew. You say the only thing they could do is run the ball, and Gardner Minshew threw for 355 yards. Come on, man.
355.
They came here and they said they're going to throw the ball.
Of course.
Of course
We're going to have to take some
rush
away. Pick your poison. We picked ours.
Yeah. All right.
We picked ours and still hung 40 on them.
They want 34 on us.
Yeah.
What you
Okay.
mean?
We helped them out with 7 of those.
Oh, Lord. Okay.
We helped them out with 7 of those.
Right,
you
so-
take those out, it's 20. Come on now. Let's do it.
I'm going to enjoy this steak, and I'm going to talk nothing
No,
but
you
trash
ain't. You
about
ain't going to
Louisiana.
get the steak. I'm telling you right now, down goes Frazier.
Give me a little wagyu.
Down goes Frazier.
What?
The
A5?
Saints.
A little A5.
Herschel Walker, Wagyu, Herschel Walker
Oh, yeah.
cut.
Throw some Bernays on it a little bit. Oh, man, we good.
Get the
We
Jalen
good.
Hurts
Nah,
cut
man.
while I'm in there.
Lobster mac and cheese?
Truffle.
I want some.
Truffle.
Can I get some
None of
mushrooms
that.
on my steak?
They not getting none of that.
Get what you need, baby. Get what you need. Man.
They going on a downward spiral. Come on, Saints.
We may well go this week.
No, you ain't going.
What's that thing you do? Where they do? If I can pay you and you do a message for me, what's it called?
Oh, Cameo?
Cameo.
Yeah. I got a request just a minute ago,
See,
man.
well, see,
Hit me up, Cameo.
See, we got Jalen Hurts do a cameo for us. Oh, he eating that steak.
That's y'all man.
Tastes
That's
like
y'all
butter.
man. He ain't mine.
That's my dog.
Yes, he ain't mine.
You ain't gonna
He
say that
ain't mine,
separate
man.
me.
It's the Texas guy.
He ain't
bro.
mine, man.
Tastes like butter.
Hey, they have. I've just pulled up their menu. They got a steak for $125.
Yeah, me, baby.
Is that the Herschel Walker cut?
No, man.
That's
They
that
ain't
big.
getting
That's that.
that.
Hey, that's that.
Let me pull up the menu real quick.
32 ouncer,
Oh.
I might not eat lunch. before we go.
45-day dry.
We going for dinner, right?
Man, listen, you ain't going. What you talking about? I don't know what you talking. You ain't
You ain't trying to
going.
get some happy hour menu.
You not going.
Hold on. Let me see. Texas beef. That's it. Let me see.
All right, let's take a break while you all look at the menu here.
They got exotics.
Oh, my goodness. I can't wait.
Coming back here on the Players Lounge, brought to you by Tostitos. Heckman gonna have to pay up for this bet right here on
Jesus.
DallasCowboys.com radio.
It's Smoothie King's original Angel Food and new Angel Food Slim without added sugar. You no longer have to choose between treating yourself and hitting your goals this summer. You don't have to choose between great taste and feeling great. Because at Smoothie King, every blend is made with whole fruits and no syrups, so you can satisfy your cravings without compromise. The only choice you will need to make is which one is best for you. Try our classic Angel Food or the new Angel Food Slim, blended without added sugar. Smoothie King. Rule the day.
Attention Cowboys fans looking for the best shave of your life. There's a new official razor of the Dallas Cowboys, Shave Logic. Imagine not having to buy blades as often and getting more smooth shaves than your old razor, guaranteed or your money back. After more than 10 years of research and over 150 company patents, ShaveLogic is proud to offer Cowboys fans a special offer. For a limited time, visit ShaveLogic.com and get a free $10 gift card with your purchase. Go to ShaveLogic.com now for more smooth shaves guaranteed.
Nobody protects you from mayhem like Allstate. You hear that? I'm a torrential downpour. Torrential? What's that even mean? It means you can't see out of your windshield. And if you have the wrong car insurance, you might have to make it rain to fix your bumper. So switch to Allstate, save money, and be better protected from mayhem, like me.
Based on coverage and limits selected, subject to terms, conditions, and availability. In most states, prices vary based on how you buy. Allstate Bar and Casualty Insurance Company and affiliates, Northbrook, Illinois.
I'm Dak Prescott, quarterback of the Dallas Cowboys.
And they snap it to Prescott, who looks right. It's not there. He escapes left. He'll run for a first down.
Just like football, when it comes to crypto, it's important to have a team you can trust. With blockchain.com, I know I'm in good hands. Since 2011, they've been trusted by millions around the world to buy, sell, and trade cryptocurrency.
Prescott's going to run this himself. Run it up the middle, and he scores.
Whether you're new to crypto or an active trader, they've got you covered. What are you waiting for? Get started at blockchain.com.
Back to the Players Lounge.
Dak Prescott is this year's Cowboy nominee for the 2022 Walter Payton NFL Man of the Year Award, presented by Nationwide, recognizing NFL players for outstanding community service off the field and excellence on the field. Help Dak earn $25,000 donation, a $25,000 donation to his Faith Fight Finish Foundation by voting on Twitter. Tweet or retweet hashtag WPMOY Challenge, followed by Dak Prescott through January the 8th. Vote Dak.
Vote Dak.
That is Heckman Harrison right here on the Players Lounge, brought to you by Tostitos. Danny McCray.
Man, stop looking at the menu, man.
I ain't know it was like that.
Am I looking at the lunch menu or the dinner menu?
Don't you worry about what menu. The one you gonna go to, you'll take your family.
We're going to dinner.
I ain't taking my family. We're going to dinner.
We're going to dinner. Because I got to work.
I ain't know.
I can't
work too.
I can't get off for lunch.
Yeah, we got the players line.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
All right.
Knew he's gonna do the live
Gave
shot
me
for
the
the
little
restaurant.
side eye like this mother.
We gonna walk out. Knew he gonna be doing a
Live shot. Hey guys, we're here at Knife. Thanks, sir. Thanks for Harris.
Oh my God.
And Jalen.
It's gonna be good, man.
How much for one rib? Nah, dog. We want the whole slab.
Anyway, man.
I can't wait.
90 days.
Yeah.
Dry age up in here.
About 3 months.
I'm good right there.
About 3 months right there.
Man, wait.
So, was talking to someone about the Denver job, and they mentioned Dan Quinn. How, the GM wanted Dan Quinn last year, and I said, I don't know if Dan Quinn takes his job now, because clearly he's an elite defensive coordinator. He's won a Super Bowl as a defensive coordinator. I don't think you take a job because it's your second job. You don't get it done this time. You may not get a third. It's rare. Why would you want to go with Russell Wilson? And apparently Russell wants to have all these different things around the locker room and the facility his way. Plus, Dan has been around Russ. Why would he take that? I mean, if you're Dan Quinn, don't you try to wait for a better job or try to get where there's a quarterback and give yourself a chance? Because, as you've said before, you can stay right here and you got Micah Parsons going. But I just wouldn't take that job considering that Russ can't cook.
Yeah, I mean, but too many of those. I don't see too many of those jobs having that quarterback where you're like, man, we got the quarterback in place. Because, the coaches ain't leaving that situation. You got a situation now in Denver where you got a top-flight defense. I don't know what they are statistically, but I think just looking at them, Shady McCoy, do my eye look, they look like a top 10 defense. And they got a lot of young pieces around them. And we know the coordinator that Dan is on defense, he can make that a unit that, can shock some people out there. Now, offensively, y'all all gave up on my boy, Russell. But I think he can come back. I ain't gonna say he's the old Russell from, when they was winning Super Bowl, Legion of Boom and all that. I ain't saying he's gonna get back to there.
You mean when they controlled him?
Yeah, I don't think he's gonna get back to there. But I think he can play better than what he has this year. And then you still got some young pieces. You got the young running back Williams out there. You got, a receiving core with Judy and Sutton and those boys. So they got some good, young, solid pieces out there.
But what about the special treatment, guys? How does that affect the locker room?
Oh, you got to miss me with all that.
I think that's an issue.
We
saw it in Denver.
Yeah.
This is constant, though. It's like Marshawn Lynch and just talked about this. I think the biggest point you just said is, Dan Quinn been around the guy. So if it is as bad as they're saying it is, and that is the type of stuff that he's asking for and has been asking for, Dan Quinn know this. And if that's something he think he can deal with, then he'll go. But based off how we're hearing about it, I think that's an absolute heck no.
You don't think he
heck no. And think about the division that they in. You ain't winning that division with no offense. You can play as good as defense as you want to. No. You just thinking about the quarterbacks who are in that division. Your guy.
You know my boy.
My homeboy.
My question is about the Denver Broncos is the way that they were taken over. I think it was the Walton family that bought them. They didn't have anything to do with the hiring of Hackett, and really not a lot of head coaches in the NFL gets fired mid-season first year or at the end of the season. The way that he has, they have a little bit more patience to see if you can get things turned around. He never even showed that he could get it turned around, and the whisper started to be, okay, he's in over his head. For me, even having the conversation about Dan Quinn taking one of these jobs, I don't think that this is the one. If I'm Dan Quinn, I want to walk into a situation where, look, I can bring my general manager with me. I can have full autonomy of bringing in the guys that I want. I don't think that you have that in Denver. And, if you look at this hostile takeovers in corporate settings and stuff like that, you have a board, you have all of those things. And so I just think it's going to be too much of an undertaking. You're going to have to get a young guy, and that's what the NFL is all about. Give me one of these young, smart geniuses. And so you hire a guy that doesn't have a proven track record, hadn't shown you that he can do it, but still, even though they know that you should probably get a guy with some head coaching experience to come in here, they're going to give that job to someone that probably has never had any head coaching experience.
So when I had my conversation with one of the guys who covered the team for 26 years. And his whole thing was they have to get someone this time around with head coaching experience. Fangio didn't have it. Vance Joseph didn't have it. They've just seen it now. Like, okay, look, you need someone. When Kubiak came in there, he'd been a head coach at Houston. That's what is needed around there. Not somebody trying to learn the ropes. Said, okay, man, you got to come in here and go get this done. Kellen Moore would be a fit, but he's not. He's got zero head coaching experience. I mean, I think that's an issue, especially somebody that's got to address the Russell Wilson issue in the room. It's going to take somebody that understands, all right, this is how you have said player, how you deal with these situations, how it affects everyone else. It's one thing to get that kind of treatment and you're good. You can't be playing like that.
Yeah, it don't add up.
You know,
And doing all the extra
your little
corny
personal
stuff on
film, your little personal film crew all over here, and you out here getting toasted every week. I can't see it happening.
Let's ride.
Right.
Like you getting whooped and stomped, and you still spitting out the.
But do you think that Kellen Moore? Do you think that Kellen Moore has done enough as an offensive coordinator? He's had number one offenses. I mean, and right now,
yes,
he has it clicking on all cylinders. I mean, this offense is moving, Jack. You know, and if there's another front office that's looking at him right now, they've got to be excited about him as a potential client. Client as a potential hire.
Considering the people who've been hired in this league, Kellen Moore's more than ready for it. I mean, You put up his resume versus what Kevin Stefanski of Cleveland did in Minnesota.
Brandon Staley.
Brandon Staley is defensive coordinator. How about KOC up in Minnesota?
Mm-hmm.
You know, he was in Los Angeles too, but we know McVay's out there calling the plays, so he got a job. Hackett got a job. He wasn't calling the plays in Green Bay. So when I look at the guy in Cincinnati, he was a quarterback coach for the Rams, and so we know McVay was calling that. Mike McDaniel. With San Francisco, maybe his resume is a little bit more, but we know Shanahan is the guy who's doing a whole lot there. But Mike was a part of the run game. So when I look at who they're hiring in this league, Kellen Moore should have a job this time around. He was obviously a finalist for the Dolphins job with soul brother Mike McDaniel. But hey, this guy, what they're doing right now, Dak coming back, 4 touchdowns a game.
Right.
In today's NFL of who they're hiring, he fits the bill. Now, where does he go? You get Denver, who I think needs a head coach. Indianapolis is open. Looks like the owner wants to hire Jeff Saturday. Good luck with that.
Oh, man.
Carolina's open. I don't think that Carolina will – I don't see Carolina hiring a first-time head coach over there. I don't see that. But we'll see. Something else is going to pop up, but I don't know. We'll see.
There's going to be a ton of jobs open. We've seen that at the end of every season.
Yeah, six jobs should be open, so –
Did you send that message yesterday after we left out of here about Flores being a candidate
for Denver? Told you, man.
Man, that was you hit that right on.
If it's a mess, look, man. Houston is a prime example. Your town, mess with the Texans, hire the black guy. We ain't never heard of the black guy, but we hired the wide receiver coach from Baltimore. He fired after a year, still a mess. Lovey, here you go.
Take over.
Here you go, Rooney Rule. Here you go. It's a job. Houston Astros. All right, they can fire the GM and the manager out there cheating. Everybody found that cheat. It's a mess. Hey, Dusty Baker, I know you're sitting at home. Come on over here. And then Dusty got to go out there and take the press conference was wild, man. It was killing that because, everybody knew, but they were cheating. Mm-hmm. Killing them. And here Dusty got to sit up here, take all these bullets for something that he wasn't even involved in. But Dusty Baker, prime man wins the World Series. Mm-hmm. I mean, this is it. Black Moses, here, part C. Take this trash, shine it all up. Here you go, Houston. A clean championship. No poo-poo on it. It's all clean. And then you got my man Silas. You're going to go from the Mavericks to the Houston, and then Russ Westbrook said, I don't want to be here no more. Then Harden quit on the job.
Harden said he's going to come back.
Yeah.
And then, so these are black coaches. Here's the situation, man. So, Denver, you got to deal with Russ trying to cook, burning up the kitchen. Here you go, Flores. Now, I'll say this. Flores is the kind of guy who go, hey, Russ, kitchen is closed. Here's what you're preparing. Here's all on the meat. It's that blue apron. Here, cook off that, Russ. Here you go. Yeah. There's all the ingredients. Just pour it in there, salt it up, play some CR in the background, and cook this. This is what you're gonna cook.
Golly, man, you don't stop,
Flores
bro.
Is that. I mean, remember he played the Jay-Z for whoever took the knee. He would have played the Jay-Z. I'm like, that's Walton family can get behind that guy.
They better, because Walmart said they're gonna close us.
Hey, they're getting robbed.
Get right.
$3 billion a year.
Get robbed. It's 3.25 now. You got to add Russells on there.
I bet ski mask up
But
on them boys.
I do expect Dan Quinn to lose a coordinator. Not Dan Quinn, Mike McCarthy to lose a coordinator, which also, once again, that goes back to, and you guys have played for coaches, so you know, when you see guys get promoted to NFL head coach, that says something about the program that you're able to run and a particular side of the ball. So that'd be helpful. I'll tell you another guy, Rich Bisaccia. If somebody sees how the Raiders have imploded and seen what the Cowboys' former special teams coach did with the Raiders, that's somebody they should be open to giving a job to. The special teams coach who touches every part of the team. Yeah. And in the mess that he took over after they got rid of John Gruden. I thought he did a pretty good job. I mean, I think the world of Rich Bisaccia, man. And I know when I was here, a lot of guys thought he was a really good coach. And it's crazy, man. This league would rather sit up here and go get some young guys who call plays versus a real leader. So
leader of men. That's what you need.
Yeah, it is.
That's what you need. Those guys are the ones that rise to the top most of the time, which is McCarthy now, always been. But when Dan Quinn first got here, we saw a change in what the culture was, especially with the defense.
Yeah, and I go back to Mike McCarthy just one more time. I can't emphasize enough. He made a mistake with Nolan, and he corrected it and found the right guy. So many times, and Jerry West, talk about me being the luckiest guys ever in the world, man, to go in the forum and be able to go into Jerry West's office. And Jerry had said, the problem with general managers is you go out, draft a player, you sign a player, and then you don't take the accountability to look inwards and say, I screwed up, and fix it immediately. Most people just kind of let it go. Let's see if we can bring him back one more year. But to be able to say, you know what, okay, didn't work out, let's move on as quickly as we can. And I give Mike that credit. And Stephen Jones had told me this summer, he's like, Mike is the guy who found Dan Quinn. I thought it was them. But he was like, nah, it was him. And then
it was me, bro.
And Danny.
It was me, bro.
McCarthy brought him down to the office. What you thinking?
Yeah. We got a little.
You McCarthy like that?
Yeah, I was trying to make sure he wanted to me right now. Side note, hey man, I saw a swiper sighting the other night.
You talking about swipe?
Man, boss out there making plays, bro.
He is playing well for New York.
Listen, Groomsala, he was out there making plays for the Giants, man. So shout out to him. Goodness.
Might make the playoffs. They might mess around, make the playoffs here.
I thought we were never gonna see him. When we was talking, I was like, I think
he's done.
Yeah, you said fix your mistake. I was wrong. Man, out there making plays.
So here's what the Giants have. They got Indianapolis at home, and then they're on the road to Philadelphia. So you could conceivably see them winning the last two. Indy's terrible. Philly may decide not to play anybody the last week of the year.
They can sneak in there.
If things are that way, bro.
Oh, now, shucky ducky.
Philly. We're going to take a break on that right here. Let just
it's all good.
Let it marinate. We know it's good, baby. It's a Players Lounge where everything is all good. Brought to you by Tostitos with Barry Church, Heckman Harrison, Danny McCray, and Newey Scruggs right here on DallasCowboys.com radio.
Nobody protects you from mayhem like Allstate. You hear that? I'm a torrential downpour. Torrential? What's that even mean? It means you can't see out of your windshield. And if you have the wrong car insurance, you might have to make it rain to fix your bumper. So switch to Allstate, save money, and be better protected from mayhem, like me.
Based on coverage and limits selected, subject to terms, conditions, and availability. In most states, prices vary based on how you buy. Allstate Bar and Casualty Insurance Company and affiliates, Northbrook, Illinois.
I'm Dak Prescott, quarterback of the Dallas Cowboys.
And they snap it to Prescott, who looks right. It's not there. He escapes left. He'll run for a first down.
Just like football, when it comes to crypto, it's important to have a team you can trust. With blockchain.com, I know I'm in good hands. Since 2011, they've been trusted by millions around the world to buy, sell, and trade cryptocurrency.
Prescott's going to run this himself. Run it up the middle, and he scores.
Whether you're new to crypto or an active trader, they've got you covered. What are you waiting for? Get started at blockchain.com.
Want to use what the pros use? How about the official men's skincare brand of the Dallas Cowboys, Jack Black? Right now, you can get the Jack Black Starter, a curated collection of Cowboys locker room favorites for just $10 with free shipping. The starter includes 4 Jack Black skincare favorites, plus a full-sized intense therapy lip balm. Go to getjackblack.com/Cowboys and use the code word TEAMJB. That's getjackblack.com/Cowboys. The Jack Black Starter, $10, free shipping.
With Smoothie King's original Angel Food and new Angel Food Slim without added sugar, you no longer have to choose between treating yourself and hitting your goals this summer. You don't have to choose between great taste and feeling great. Because at Smoothie King, every blend is made with whole fruits and no syrups, so you can satisfy your cravings without compromise. The only choice you will need to make is which one is best for you. Try our classic Angel Food or the new Angel Food Slim, blended without added sugar. Smoothie King, rule the day.
Back to the Players Lounge.
It's your favorite read. James Wright is your 2022 Cowboy Fan of the Year. James brings the spice to every Dallas Cowboy game, and now he needs you to help him bring it to the Super Bowl. Vote for James to be given the ultimate title of NFL Fan of the Year, presented by Captain Morgan, by casting your vote at NFL.com/fan of the year.
Calm down. I needed that. That was good. Good aggression.
Players Lounge, brought to you by Tostitos.
Hey, man, y'all out of power.
Barry Church, Heckman Harris, and Danny McCray.
Let's do it.
All right. Tennessee. Just going backwards. Ryan Tannehill, I'd be surprised if this guy ever plays for Tennessee again. I don't see it.
He got paid too, didn't he?
Yes, he did.
Paid him when Derrick Henry out there rushing 2,000 yards. They pay him.
Ain't that the craziest thing?
That's wild.
That's the wildest, craziest thing. You get paid off somebody else's work, boy. like the 1970s or something.
Looking like Bortles.
Of course, everybody gonna be open for Tannehill on third and short.
The whole defense gonna be in the box. The whole thing gonna be in the box.
I ain't mad at him, no. Get your money,
so
man.
Malik Willis, quarterback on Thursday. Cowboys are 10-point favorite.
Oh, man.
And
I don't like that.
Yeah, I was going to say, does this smell like Jacksonville?
Can't put nothing past
Houston?
them no more.
Smell like Houston.
Can't put nothing past them no
It
more.
smells like Houston. Thursday night, too?
You know, man.
Short week.
Yeah, how's that for you guys as players coming from a Sunday or Saturday game and then turning around?
It's better for them though because it was Saturday instead of Sunday.
Yeah.
So
Really?
not as short as usual, but yeah, you don't really get as much practice time and prep time as you usually get. Most of it has to be in the film room versus going out there and actually going full speed reps at practice. So yeah, it's a little less.
Yeah,
but for both teams though.
Yeah, you walking through, the body don't even feel right until Friday almost. So you turning around. It's all adrenaline. That's basically what it. All adrenaline on Thursdays, but I hated it, man.
And then you got to hear they sitting players. So you like, shit, all right, we probably be straight.
That gets that mentality a little off.
We probably all right.
Should be all right, man.
This is their toughest stretch of the year, according to McCarthy. 3 days and 12 days at the end of the year, having that big divisional opponent like that. So, and then you factor in trying to get guys ready to go. It's Christmas week, and then guys have families, and you want to make sure that you're doing your job. But at the same time, the most important thing you have is your family. So he talked about this being the toughest stretch for them here. So if they can get through Tennessee, man, you got a whole bunch of rest, and then you got to go up to face Washington, and then you'll see.
They ain't gonna be rested. You beat Tennessee, New Year's gonna be lit.
Yeah, you ain't lying.
That's the weekend.
You ain't gonna lie.
You think they ain't coming here on the weekend? You play on you play Saturday, you play Thursday. Coach, we win. Friday you off, Saturday you off, Sunday you off. We see you on Monday.
If they smart, they would have like a Cowboys New Year's Eve
Cowboys
party.
New Year's Day.
Make sure the players is right here and make sure it's going on.
Or get you that's what
Look
I
at
always
you
say.
being responsible.
That's why I say I love.
Boy, where'd that come from?
Gerald Sensabaugh.
Yeah, he did.
When Gerald Sensabaugh was here, he made sure we was at his house, all the wives, whoever, we was all at his house. We was having a good time. He had valet, told us to take Uber, all that stuff. Everybody was safe. We made it home. We was all right. Yeah. Nah, we wasn't planning this week. I think we was done.
We might have been going to Vegas the week after that, man.
But yeah, so you're doing right, man.
How are you guys looking at this playoff situation right now? Well, obviously, if the Eagles beat New Orleans, then the NFC East is all but you're not going to win it. And you're stuck at the 5th spot. You're going to be playing Tampa. All right? They lose. If the Eagles lose, is your primary focus, even with we were just talking about Tampa and the way they look, they don't look good at all. And it looks like you have an opportunity to close the door and get an easier opponent as your first game in the wild card. I mean, are you guys as players starting to look at that and say, well, shit, if we win, or we could get the bye? What's your mind state going down the stretch on these two games?
You ask him because I ain't never been. We was always scratching and clawing, 8-8. We ain't care who we was trying to play to get up been there, but I wouldn't have been thinking about that. But I'm gonna leave that one to.
Well, yeah, if we
Damn,
never quite made it.
If you scratching and clawing to get in, you just looking at it week by week. You just making sure you got this team, you beat this team, whatever the case may be. But if you how the Cowboys in the situation there, you're already locked in the playoffs. You're definitely looking forward to saying, okay, where can we sit? Where can we seed in this situation?
Mm-hmm.
I still think the easiest seeding is that 5th seed because you're gonna get granted it'll be an away game, but you're getting the NFC South, and I think we can all be confident that the Cowboys can go into any NFC South team and beat them. Now, when you start to move up in seeds, you got an opportunity to take either Green Bay, who might be red hot. They might sneak into the playoffs.
Right.
You might have to go against a Green Bay. And if you drop seeds, then you're going to go against a red hot San Francisco team.
Right.
So, to me, I love where the Cowboys are right now, and I'd rather stay at the 5th seed, but that's just me personally.
So Dak was asked that question. He just said, we need to finish the end of the year strong.
Yeah.
And that was his thing. We got opportunities to play. Go out here, do your job, which is kind of the thing a quarterback is supposed to say.
Right.
Responsible, but in Zeke kind of the same thing. So I just think that you handle your business in Tennessee, and then you're going to have a pretty interesting conversation at Washington, depending on what's on the line here. And I think you just got to get there. All right, come Washington. Let's figure it out. Because
do you play like if it's all sewn up by Washington, do you play some of those guys? Maybe on the offensive line,
No.
you just resting everybody.
I'm pulling Tennessee.
Resting everybody.
Everybody that I can. You only got 50. Yeah, but everybody Tyron Smith is resting.
Okay.
He ain't playing. Anybody that got any past injury type of issues, Leighton Vander won't be playing even if he's available. Micah won't be playing. Tony Pollard probably be starting.
I don't know. He's hurting right now. Well,
Thursday you need two out there. You need two out there, so he won't start. But you need two out there. But it was to be some. Kelvin Joseph be starting. He got to start. My bad. I was just going through everybody. Why you laughing so hard, bro?
Man, y'all just threw my boy Kelvin.
Yeah, he got to start,
man.
bro. I don't know. Right? Listen. What you don't want to do is go into the playoffs with whoever you playing. If it's Tampa going against Godwin and Mike Evans, and they out there saying, "Hey man, we got a guy out there who we just gonna go at them all day." Evans still can ball.
Oh yeah,
So they ain't playing.
Go get Calvin.
They need the reps. They say need the reps.
Get him right.
Yeah, get him right. Going to the offseason feeling good.
You arrest them cats, heck?
I really feel like it's going to be intriguing is we get the victory on Thursday and then the weekend of football, especially if the Saints beat the Eagles. I think that last game, you're playing to win the NFC East if you're the Dallas Cowboys. You need help, obviously, and the Giants are going to be playing their butt off to try and get into the playoffs. Right. And so that would be crazy after everything that they've been through this season to end up with the number 1 seed and the bye. That would be crazy.
What was the question?
That would be nuts.
What'd you ask? He can't even let it go.
I asked the question. I'm the one that asked the question. I asked the question. What are you talking about?
If it comes down to it and the game doesn't mean anything in week 18.
I'm not arresting anybody.
Okay, that's So if it's hey man, you can't get no better, can't get no worse.
No. If I can't get any better, nobody's gonna know. I'm resting everybody. I'm not playing.
That's what we're saying.
I'm not playing.
That's what we're saying.
I'm not playing nobody.
No.
I'm taking Mike Levin. Give me your helmet. Diggs. Give me your helmet.
Absolutely.
I'm taking everybody out.
That's the scenario we're speaking
for
of.
Sure.
That everything's been decided for you.
He's thinking about the night. He can't even process what we was at that point. He like, hold on, nope, can't let it happen.
So basically, you beat Tennessee, Philly beats New Orleans at home, and so now, it's decided. And so that's where the Washington game going up on the road. What do you do in terms of playing guys? And that's where it's you're basically going to do what Tennessee's about to do to you. Hey man, we're sitting guys, and if you do play them, you play in like a preseason game. Here's your series, and then come on out because you've got something bigger to play.
Shouldn't even do it. If you're going to play him a series, don't play him.
I agree with that. Cooper Rush time. But Cooper Rush, Malik Davis, but boss man fat. Yeah, going out there to do that.
Kelvin Joseph.
What you can ill afford to do if you're Mike McCarthy is go into the playoffs without rust. I won't even say rusty, with lack of energy. It just, if you go back to that San Francisco game, it just looked like they came out flat in that game. And we can't come into the first round flat, no matter what they do.
Honestly, heck, I don't even think that's a case at all. Based off, that feeling of last year, and when the media session opened up, we're all going to be asking about last year. Even Zeke talked about we need to make a deep playoff run. So I think there's been enough disappointment in this locker room that they want something bigger for themselves. McCarthy and his staff understand how they're going to be judged around here. I think it's pretty clear that everybody knows the judgment is going to be, what do you do in the playoffs? Not in the first round, because whoever they play, they're going to be favored. People expect to win. What do you do in round 2? And you're going to face a good team in round 2. Go out there and get it done. So,
hold on. And also, let's be clear about this. Expectations is what made us think that the Cowboys came out flat against San Francisco. San Francisco proved that they were a team to be reckoned with throughout the playoffs, and then also this year, right? So it ain't like they just fluke and got in there. They came out here and they outplayed us. You was hype or not. We didn't stop the run all season, and they came out here and they ran the ball on us, and they out-physicaled us. So I don't think we walked into sleep. They was hype, but at that time they had a good game plan.
I only make that point because we saw in several points last season that they came in flat. The Denver game, we sleptwalk in, and I just felt like the energy level that we'd been used to seeing them play with was not there. Granted, we didn't have the defense that we had this year, and so we've hung so much on this defense to be the catalyst, to be the ones that the bearer for the energy for the whole team. Now these last couple of games, again, we've seen the offense, Dak, take the reins and start to lead these drives. That Houston drive, look, we should have lost that game, straight up. But Dak, 98 yards, took it down, get the win. This is what I'm saying, preparing for the playoffs, this team can't forget any of that, even going into the Washington Commanders game where we're saying, okay, we're going to rest guys. We can't afford the luxury of that. We're just not in that situation, because I'm sure Carolina ain't going to do it. They ain't resting nobody. The Giants ain't going to do it. And as we've seen in the NFL, the hot team that gets into the playoffs is a dangerous team.
Yeah. This is going to be a great point that we asked McCarthy, after Tennessee, providing they win, just okay. And Philadelphia, beats New Orleans. How do you attack it? Because I remember the year after the Super Bowl, they won the Super Bowl. They went 15-1 the next year,
right?
And I think they rested guys the last game. Then they had the bye and got beat in the first round at home. So this will be an interesting question to ask him. How do you manage it? What have you learned about giving people time off and whatnot? But also at the same time too, there's some guys like Micah Parsons who could use a week off.
You want to be hot or healthy? Ask him that.
Yeah, what? I will.
Yeah, that's
both.
Shit. Man, you got all the whistle thinking going on this episode.
I don't want to go to the
It's
night.
called Hickman's optimism on this.
Positive head. Yes.
Goodness, crazy.
Let's end it there, guys.
Let's do it.
Let's end it there. I am out tomorrow.
Perfect attendance, huh?
So I'm going to go ahead and just give you my prediction right now.
Taking your Jordans to the Fiesta Bowl.
Yes, taking the Q shoes there. Give me 32-13 Dallas. All right, so put me down there. That's my pick. All right.
Okay.
So there you go. 32-13.
32-13.
32-13. All right.
I'm seeing.
And a Cooper Rush appearance.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, Cooper Rush appearance in this one. So.
All right, we'll see.
Walk the dog.
Yeah, so you guys will do your picks later on.
Yes.
Tomorrow for sure.
Tomorrow, 12 o'clock.
While I'm
12 o'clock.
Oh, that's right. The Players Lounge is noon tomorrow. High noon tomorrow. Okay, so church can get an afternoon tea time after it's all done. After it's all done. As he drives right past the Walmart that he'll never go to on his way to the golf course.
I'm going to go to Walmart right now, matter of fact.
You don't even know. When you figure out where it is.
You got to type that in. Ask Siri.
I'm on the way. I'm on the way, baby. I'm on the way.
Barry Church, Heckman Harrison, Danny McCray, I'm Newey Scruggs. This is Players Lounge, brought to you by Tostitos on DallasCowboys.com radio.
This has been a production of DallasCowboys.com and the Dallas Cowboys Football Club.
How about this, Cowboys? Yeah!